What's up, everybody? We live between the pits. Back at it. We missed it last week. Had a little something going on last week, so we didn't get to see between the pits last week. We took a little break. But I had a guest on here this evening, Miss Matti and Matthew Roller, I believe it is. Roller Racing on YouTube. They been around doing some mud racing. They supposed to be on here with us, but we'll get them on here. I think they lost connection. I don't know what happened. I might have kicked them off. I don't know. But we'll try it, get Rhett back on here. Rhett should be coming on here. And we should get them back on here and get them going, waiting on Rhett to come on. It's been took a little time off from it. What's up, Miss Cheryl, Miss Herlong, tuned in watching us. Hopefully we'll get Maddie and them, see what they got figured out. Maybe she'll message us or something, see what from Alabama. They're a little behind us, but we were just on here talking to them and it kicked them off while I hit the live buttons. I don't know what's going on there, but had a little break from mud racing. We hadn't raced in a couple of weeks. See, everybody's working on some trucks, putting some motors in, fixing some new trucks, getting ready for Twitties maybe. And that's be the next race on the docket. Something JRB Twitties opener next Saturday. We're gonna try to get Maddie in here. She's back. I don't know what happened. It kicked her off. Here we go. We got her. So I get them on here and let them chat with us. Miss Matti and Matthew Roller, correct? I got the camera set up a little better.
You got it.
All the way from Alabama. What part of Alabama you say you were from? Y'all were from?
Newton, Alabama.
Newton, Alabama. So what's going on? Y'all are some mud racers. I think I seen you run in Cobbtown. Said, hey, I don't believe I've never met y'all verbally. I think y'all might have talked and got up with Rhett a little bit. I don't.
Never even talked to Rhett. I've only seen him at the track and just passed by. Never actually talked to him or anything.
Okay. Well, we'll meet you now. Nice to meet you. Got to see y'all come on here. Glad y'all got to see us. Come on with us and chat a little bit. Chat a little bit of mud racing. Like we got a little older mud racing and a new one coming in here. How long you been racing, Maddie?
I've been racing since I was 12, so 6 years now. I'm 18.
Oh, okay. And I don't know if anybody knows, but you drive. I guess you call this like a rail, maybe.
Yeah, body of it's a Bronco just cut down.
It's narrowed and all too. Pretty quick little rig. We watched it run in Cobbtown at the last race they had at Cobbtown. We was there. Y'all do a bunch of, I guess you could say, flat track racing. You said you like, and
it's mainly flat track. Everywhere we have around here is flat track. Now he used to race in the mud back in the day, but then everything started just converting to flat fast track. So
yeah, fast tracks. We might hit a little, get them talk a little stories with us from the mud racing stories back in the deal. And y'all got a little YouTube channel too. I think I saw y'all trying to get off and get out there.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel started. It's the Racing Rollers. We've done some on our drag car, and then we've done a couple of the mud races I've been filming. So
so y'all do some drag racing too, hey?
Well, we venturing off in it, but it's sort of hard every time you turn around. We got to go to a mud race somewhere.
Yeah, you got to kind of pick your poison, I reckon. That's a lot.
I ain't finished it yet, but it's soon to be worked on. It's one of them, around to it type deals.
Yeah, I know how you are. I'm wanting me a drag truck bad. My wife tells me I got too many hobbies, so we got to pick one of them. So I guess we'll stick with the racing and the turkey hunting and the deer hunting. So that's about it. So well, you been racing all that this year? You been winning, cutting some heads off?
I've been in, let's see, Florida, Georgia. Our hometown track here actually closed, so we don't have it anymore. Our closest would be in Florida, which is the closest one there is an hour and a half away. I actually flew out to Indiana a couple weeks, well, a month or two ago now? A month or two ago.
Well, it's the week before Cobbtown we raced over there.
Yeah, the week before Cobbtown, I flew out to Indiana, and then we drove to Michigan, and I raced one of my buddy's cars. And then the end of this month, I fly out the 24th after Cobbtown races the 21st.
Yeah.
Be back in Michigan again at the end of this month.
Oh, so you like one of them hired guns? You be driving around driving professional drivers, I guess.
I ain't no professional.
That's pretty good. Well, tell how about look what kind of truck you drive, man? Is it a big block, small block truck? What you got?
It's a big block truck, Shafroth 632.
And I guess you do all the mechanicing on it, I assume.
Well, I do most of it that I got to do. I got a fella that helps me do the motor work. We've been buddies ever since I've been right out of high school, and I've known him my whole life. But started this project, I was probably about 18, 19, somewhere in there, and I've stayed in it all my life.
Okay. Have you mud raced the little Bronco too? She drives, or that's a
I,
new bill?
I did. We actually, I went and bought that thing. What?
18 years. My mom was pregnant with me.
I
Oh,
took her to Pennsylvania. Your mom was about 8 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, somewhere in there. And I bought that thing all the way in Pennsylvania, and we brought it home, and I raced it for a little while, and stuff happened. I put it up for a little while, and uh, I finally got it back out and was messing with it. And she come around. She was in the shop a lot, and I just told her, I said, "You want to drive it?" And so I poked one of my. I only had one small block, so I poked it in there for her to learn on, and took off from there. And then I run it one night before, and then so I had to put a big block in it. So
it
now
puts
she's
power in it.
yeah. Just had to move her on up the road a little bit. Now she wants my
Yeah.
stuff.
There you go. You got to go bigger. Go bigger. Stay home, man. That's the problem. You always want to get faster and get bigger. That's the way at it, man. Y'all need to come down and come run with us some this year, this summer, and some of the racing around here in the locals. Palmetto's a good one. That's in the mud though. I guess y'all are kind of running the consistency
Yes, sir. That's
and
about
limited.
right here.
Yeah, that's big, man. That's kind of like that's around Cobbtown too. I think they big. They like that too.
Yeah, we're gonna go back up there to 21st and race with them again.
Oh, okay. I gotta try to send Rhett some link. He wants the link, so I gotta try to send Rhett the link. But yes,
It's
Cobbtown. How far is Cobbtown from y'all?
5.5 hours.
Oh, geez, man, that's a long ride to here. It's right at maybe 2.5 from here. So that'd be a good 7, 8 hour ride for y'all to come this way.
I want to say it's about 7.
Oh man, let me figure this
That's
thing
why
out.
that's why we've been trying to win a little bit around here, so we put some money back, so we can just travel a little bit.
That traveling, but especially how it's fuel and stuff is, man. I know how you feel. We hold on a second. Let me see if I can send this thing to Rhett. There we go. But yeah, that traveling, man. So y'all travel. You said you didn't. Where'd you race at in Florida?
Clarksville, Florida.
This past weekend,
Oh, okay.
and
What was
then
that?
we've raced at
Fi-
Soggy Bottom,
That's in St. George, Georgia. We went there this year. We've also went to
Satsuma.
Just Add Dirt Sand Drags. It's in Satsuma, Florida, which it was a pretty good ride, like 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, most of them's flat. I mean, fast track, flat track, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Dealing. You you ran pretty good at Compton. His man here. He's the face of the series, or how you can say, the cheese puff.
I don't know about that. What's happening, y'all?
Know how you?
Doing good. Glad to have y'all on here. Glad BT got it all set up.
Well, we're glad you're finally done eating your Cheeto Puffs and you could join us.
Ah, see,
Oh,
I like her. That's what I'm talking about. Did,
right. Ain't easy being cheesy, right?
Yeah.
nope, nope.
So we got Cobtown coming up, right? Y'all be there?
Yes, sir. We're gonna go back to Coptown. We like over at Coptown. It's pretty good to us.
Yeah, that's a good track. It always runs pretty smooth too. Cody does a good job.
He
We
does.
we really like how they line up the 20 trucks in the pits at the time, keep it less confusing. That's where any track we go to that's newer, I try to explain to them that 20 in the pits type deal keeps it moving. You ain't got people running around the pits in the middle of it, driving around them.
That's right. Especially when you have a class with 100 or 120 trucks, it really helps to let you know
Yeah.
when you're running and you're not waiting to run, you know, on the edge of your seat for 4 hours. They tell you, all right, you got to next hour you'll be running. That's nice.
BT was about to say something.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think and do something at one time. But yeah.
You can
Y'all,
only do one thing at a time.
Well,
Yeah, I got to think.
y'all do.
That's why sometimes he flips over. He looks, and if he looks, he can't steer. So he can only
Yeah.
steer or look or hit the gas or one thing at a time.
What was you saying,
Y'all,
Matthew? Matt?
y'all do 200 foot at y'all's track.
The flat track's 200 foot. Yes, sir.
I got you.
Most of the mud holes are 200. Some of them pushing 300, but mostly 200. Yeah.
Yeah, see, we all the tracks that we've been to around here that it's 200, but where she's going up north, they all 300 foot.
yeah, when I
So
went up to Indiana, it was nice to run that 300 foot because I've never ran 300 before. And even though I wasn't in my car, I could just get a feel of what my car would do with the extra 100 foot. It made
Yeah.
a difference.
I think they run a bunch of 300 foot around Mississippi and all that. Run that 300 foot too, I believe.
they, yeah, so they do. They what's that? They bracket race a lot of that 300 foot. And I went over there last year with the Texas series when they were over there, and they had it set up where we could go back to 200 foot in the same night. They had enough, I reckon, enough cord there that they could just put the track back at 300 foot, and I mean they go again.
Yeah, man. That's that
Uh,
300 foot. I'll probably run out of gear. I assume. I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that we'd probably be sucking air at the end of that, huh?
Our mud pit at Branchville, if the whole pit is like 270 something, but we only run 200 foot of it with the timer. So, Matt, Steve Roundtree says, "Hey, how y'all doing?"
Oh, that's our buddy.
That's
That's
Uncle
Uncle
Steve.
Steve.
Uncle Steve's tuned in watching. We So you kind of like consistency, or you like doing some heads up off the tree racing, Matty?
See, when I went up to Indiana, well, when we raced in Michigan, they run bracket racing, so they basically do it just like drag racing. Like you dial in, and you've got to be on it. Your tree, whatever you get off the tree, also counts against your time, which I liked it, but it's something I'm not used to. So I really got to like get better at that to go up there. But I don't. I wish we had some more classes other than just consistency. Maybe like just some different time classes. Like
Yeah,
even if it's just time classes or whatnot.
yeah. We got a new tree at the track. We done run it one time, but we gonna supposed to mess plans is if it don't rain us out this weekend, we're gonna mess with it a little bit and try to get it so we can figure out so you can dial into times, run like a
Yeah,
bracket deal. So you can just run whoever. You just put your time in, it lets you leave for it. And so
That would be a lot of fun because it doesn't put
yeah,
the person at a big disadvantage with a truck. It puts you back with the driver doing what the truck is capable of. So that's a good
yeah.
time. Bracket.
and the
We're
with
gonna
the racing up like especially up north, it gives the crowd more to see because if you're in the bracket, you're staying in it. If you're
yeah.
winning, so.
Yeah, and
And our
who gets to the finish line first wins, so it's a lot of photo finish racing. That's a good
people
time.
like that off the tree stuff, man. It looks like racing. Even if you run off time, man, it looks they like that you racing somebody aspect of it. It looks
Yeah.
I like the tree until I went to Cobbtown. It didn't end too well,
You got
but
chopped a little bit, huh?
I
yeah, that's
like
my own.
I like the tree, but you just got to learn it. You just got to learn the tree, and you got to be on top of it, though. I mean it.
What
Yeah,
gets me all the different trees that there is, if it's dropping, if it's just gonna be a flash, if it's what it
yeah.
be.
I like the instant green, the pro tree they call it. It's pretty even because when you drop it down, man, you can about darn get in the little boxes. You can tune that thing in and it'll leave right on it.
Yeah, if you have the electronics, if you know how to do it, you'd be like us. You're like 0.250 reaction time. You're like, oh, doesn't feel too good when they put it on paper, does it, BG?
Yeah, cause like I told you, man, I took my printouts for my reaction time, And I worked with a bunch of drag racers. Man, I was like, man, I was winning these, whipping these boys. And he said, let me see your time. He's like, hey, Bo, it's supposed to be a 0 where that 1 or that 2 is now. I was like, well, damn. I thought I was doing something, but I wasn't.
Plus, like Matt was just saying, you got to get used to whatever type of tree it is, and that's one good thing about the tree you have and the one Cody has. They drop the same. That'll be
Yep.
nice.
Get
But
used to it.
Indiana, I ran. There was a couple different bracket classes, and one would be a sportsman's tree, and one would be a pro tree.
Yeah.
On Oh wow, on the same tree.
So I was swapping back and forth. One round I was doing sportsman, one round I was doing pro tree, and I'm talking about I was like, oh gosh.
That's a lot. You got to pay attention, that's for sure.
And
The
it's
tree
about,
looks different every time you pull up.
Y'all need to come on down and get in the series, man. Y'all could have gotten that consistency class. You could have done pretty good in that thing.
shoot, I ain't got no DOT tires, boss.
I thought y'all got scoops or cuts. I thought y'all had cuts on that thing.
All we run cuts all the way around everything.
Oh, you can run cuts in the consistency. As
Mm-hmm.
long as it's a DOT cut, you can run that.
Yep,
We
just
just
no.
yeah, it ain't no that open. Well, we call it open. It's consistent. You can basically run anything. It just got to be born a DOT tire.
Right.
It don't make a dang. You spray all the gas you want to it, whatever. It don't matter because it's on consistency. So it don't make. It really ain't gonna make much difference.
Yeah, we ain't been running none of that lately, so all we is just all on motor.
Yeah, I know. I like the motors, man. You get a motor. That thing's is it Ford powered too?
No, sir. It
Chevrolet powered.
it used to be forward power.
Oh, y'all got smart and put your Chevrolet in it, I think.
They wanted to go fast, and Chevrolet.
Well, the old man I bought it from, it was a Ford. He was a Ford man, and I I didn't have the money at the time, and I didn't want to build a power glass, so I adapted a Chevrolet to a C64 transmission, and oh, that was a nightmare. But we got it done. I run it like that for a little while. Now that was a
Yeah,
sight.
yeah. That's them Chevrolet. So for some reason we don't get many Chevrolet fans on this thing here. Most of them's Ford fans for some reason around here. But
Well, our
I don't know.
drivers are Fords, and it might be a Bronco body, but it's got Chevy power.
It's got that Chevy heartbeat in it. That's good.
That's like me and BT with them Toyotas. They give us a hard time, but yeah, you look under the hood and it's all Chevrolet, right, BT?
Yeah. I think they call them toilets, maybe.
Not a toilet.
Hey, it works. Chevrolet or something.
I want to
You
use that.
fat. That's pretty good at toilet. That's what I call it. I used to have it painted on one of mine back in the day.
Call,
Chavola, whatever.
call it what you want, but can you get it, right, BT?
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So you found your favorite track yet, Maddie?
Well, we had a track up in Auburn. It was about what?
It's 100 miles from here, so
Yeah, it was only like 100 miles, but they don't run anymore, and that was the hardest hooking track. Red dirt. I mean, it was nice. Cobbtown's definitely my favorite now, but going back, it's Cassetta, Alabama, is where the track was. It was only about 2 hours, if 2.5 hours, if that. Good little. I mean, it was a nice, just a little ride, get us away from home. But good track, nice bathrooms. I'm talking. They had front to back, like it looked like a hotel bathroom. It wasn't. They weren't playing. We didn't have no porta johns, so
That's something overlooked, and
Yeah.
that's it. A lot of these track owners need to listen to the ladies out there that bathrooms are much appreciated.
or
Yep.
much.
Steve Roundtree says Buckaloo. Didn't we race there?
That's Buckaloo. That's the track that's in Cassetta. It's
Okay.
called that, but they haven't reopened in maybe like
in a hot minute. 4 years
years,
at least.
probably.
Didn't we have a race there?
Yeah, BT left his drive shaft or something there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
He
that's
just
the one.
yeah, there were a bunch
Hey,
of brake parts and
that's the
it'll
one we drove that 8 hour trip. I had to go to Disney, leave to go to Disney that Sunday. So we drove 8 hours there, and we had the truck turn up. And Daddy said, think we need to turn this thing down? It like it's leaving hard. I said, nah, we're gonna let it dig. Man, I allowed the trans brake it, picked the front tires up, and that was it. Left the whole rear end back there.
I left
8 more hours to the house.
I left time joints, wishbone,
Coilovers.
coilovers.
It hooks, man. That's a hooking track. Why they ain't never come back and run anymore?
They got too many issues going on. They got I don't
Man,
even know what's all tied up in it, but they might as well just let somebody else buy the track to do something with it because it's a nice place that's just
Yeah, it's
getting
pretty nice setup.
yeah
Steve said 5 years. It's been that long, man.
yeah it's
Uh,
been
we got a place down there. It's right close to Panama City, where the end was it
oh the fountain Park
Fountain, where the
North Florida Motor Complex
Yeah,
that was it
NMRA.
they was down there a couple of weeks ago. Now that's a fine place too, but I just can't get them to let it do
They
on.
won't do anything for us locals.
Yeah,
really.
I commented under the NMRA post, and their page liked a bunch of the other comments, was replying to them, and I commented. I said, "When basically when will you guys do something for the local people? We'd all come out and support because our closest track is Florida. When we went to Florida this past weekend, 90% of us were Alabama people because that's our close.
mm,
They only run them MRA races, huh?
that's it.
The last
yeah,
time that was after them. I didn't make my first pass till 1 o'clock in the morning, and then my second pass
Jeez,
3 a.m. It was so bad.
jeez. Whew.
wow,
That makes for a long night.
Oh, it was a
yeah.
long day.
I love
What
that.
was,
Love that dirt over at DT's. Now that's some good dirt.
I always want to go there. I want to go there one race. I think
Yeah,
they run. They run 300 foot over there too.
yes, sir. And they run a bunch of that bracket stuff and big block stuff. I mean, it's just a number of stuff they run over. But now you want to talk about it, hook up and go. You gonna go
Yeah,
over there?
You're gonna get on a set of scales, and
Yeah. Well, that's
well,
just like
that's
when we
tech.
was doing
Yeah.
the DOT series,
I
And
think they run all cuts, don't they? A bunch of them boys run cuts. Little
Here,
35.
they run paddles.
Yeah,
But
okay.
a
What?
lot of like a lot of them are cuts though.
Yeah, I kind of follow. I can't remember the fella's name. Might be the Roundtree. Might be who I follow one of them on Facebook and YouTube. So it
A
might
lot of
be.
Harrison Logan, I think he does a lot of that. If I ain't badly mistaken.
It's a little blue Chevrolet truck, full body, 80s model.
Hmm.
I have to look at. What was the other? There's another track we raced at in Alabama too, Rick. You remember that one? What was that track?
I think it was Southeast Alabama mud
That's
track. Was that the name of it?
low,
In Abbeville,
Yep.
Yeah,
that's our track that just closed. See, that track was only
30 minutes.
30 minutes from us.
Dang. So that one's going. See
Yes.
y'all. Support your local tracks. Everybody
yeah,
watching. Man, it's sad when they disappear.
yep. They closing up there by y'all, and I got what 5 tracks, 45 minutes from my house
Well, the
in every
biggest
direction.
biggest thing is our payouts. You can't get people without payouts. That's like Cobtown. They put up the money. We show up. We show out. Everybody shows up. There's people driving in from everywhere. You don't put up
That's
the money, there's not going to be people that come.
Oh
that's
yeah,
right. People don't come for 100% payout. You know, they want some added skin in the game, and it brings a lot of trucks.
It does. It bring it, and it brings for a lot of trucks, a lot of crowded people, and a much better time. I mean, a lot of people
Yep.
meet new people.
yeah. That's why I like to go see the different trucks, man. I get tired of the same trucks every weekend.
That's what we
Or
down
or
south.
sometimes I get tired of the same type of racing. It's fun to go over to
Yeah,
Cobtown and do some heads up stuff on the flat track. Like I say, you meet new people doing new stuff.
yep,
Because over here it seems to be a constant. I like horseshoe racing, but not every other weekend.
yeah,
You
yeah. That's what you man. You need to come try some of the horseshoe racing, man.
know? Yeah, she her truck's really set up for that. BT.
I mean, somebody put you in something.
Hey, if it wouldn't have been for racing, like going out of town, I would have never met the guy that I went with. Um, that flew me out to Indiana, and then we drove to Michigan to race. And
Yeah,
I'm with another buddy this at the end of um, this month that I met through him.
That's pretty good, Red. This might be our first professional driver we got, Red. They flying her out to go racing and stuff, man. That's pretty good.
I'm
That's
just
the
Dale Jr.
There you go, Dale Jr. Jr. Shit, ain't
the
nothing
third.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. That's awesome.
So I'm just very thankful for them guys and then all the other people that have invited her back out there and go. Because we met Jay Coon down there at Satsuma, Florida. We'd never met him in our whole life, and Mr. Dave Applegate with the World Sand Drag News and all. And
Yep.
Where'd they go?
oh,
Where'd they go?
oh,
There they are.
We can still see you. So
Y'all here?
We can still hear you and see you.
yeah, we can still hear you and see you. You
but
good?
but we met Mr. Dave Applegate down there, and he was that World Sand Drag News, and I mean, and it just for Maddie, I mean, I can't leave. I'm pretty much I can leave a little bit, but I can't leave go far off for long. I got
Yeah.
farm and all that other stuff I got to look after. But for her, I mean, I'm glad that they let her go up there and do what they do, and let her race, even let her race their cars.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That's
I wonder if they can still see us because we
I'm
can't see
impressed.
y'all.
That's
Yeah,
what
we can see you.
Don't
that
know.
is. We go up there and
Up
do
there,
all
Yeah,
the.
y'all ain't coming. There must be something on your end because we can see you the whole time and hear you. So
I've got service. Y'all just keep on.
Y'all hitting that magic button.
Y'all playing peekaboo.
it's glitching. I'm watching. It's on the live. We still good, so we good on that end. So
Well, as long as they can
it's
see us, we just look like fools talking to ourselves at some point. But it's okay.
yeah.
Oh,
It's
you're
just from South Carolina. We down here in the sticks, man. Its service is kind of shady, so it might be on our end.
yeah.
We
It's amazing
down here.
people you get to meet through racing and experience, and there's a lot of good people out there.
That's
Oh
like
yeah,
that's like Steve that's on the live. I call him Uncle Steve, and I met him through my one of my best friends, Aaliyah Brantley. She races the pink truck. I don't know if you saw it at Cobbtown.
yeah,
We've been friends now for 4 or 5 years, and that's how we met was racing, and we just stick together. That's my girl. When we're in Cobbtown, it's us against the world. You gonna if you see one, you're gonna see the other.
That's awesome.
Daryl Kelly said, "What's up, Mister
Oh,
Daryl?
That pawpaw.
that's Pawpaw.
Oh, y'all got all kind of fans. Got us watching up in here, getting them likes and views, and so
She's
hey,
country wild. She's like Twitty, man. Every
yeah, I ain't lying, bro.
star number 2 everywhere. From north to the south, all the way up and down the coast.
So how's your YouTube going? You going to be a YouTube creator or what they call them now with the mud racing world? Or?
It hasn't taken off a whole lot. I mean, for how long I've had it has, but it's not really about it's not about making money off of it or
Yeah,
whatnot. Getting it back out there for everybody else to see, that people that can't get out and go and watch it, at least keep it alive in some sort of way. And it's a fun thing for memories too, like especially like my short clips and all that. I really enjoy
yeah.
making them. It's been a learning curve though. I feel like a idiot sometimes when I'm trying to edit a YouTube video, but it works out.
Oh, we don't even edit. We just
Let it eat.
they like that live action stuff now. You know what I mean? That's like my wife tells me the only views I get is me and my little boy watching them every other day. So
That's right. That's the only people looking at.
got to get them views up, man. Got to get them
Well,
views up.
I even put in the video. I thought about cutting it out. I was the one of the last videos I did. I said about 50 times because I was so tired. I'd just come back from Indiana, and we were going to Cobbtown trying to get everything ready. And man, I was tired. I was still in school at this time, so I'm still having welding in the morning. I still got high school work I'm doing. I'm just busy, and I said about 50 times, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it in there because I'm gonna make a joke about it, and it's gonna be funny.
There you go. There you go.
That's
So
right. The
you,
real people. Street outlaws don't have anything on us, is what I always say. If they wanted some real personalities, they'd get into mud racing and they'd see some real stuff without all the fake drama. You know,
yeah,
It's a bunch of
because
fake.
but,
One of our good buddies is actually Anthony Smith. I don't know if you guys know him.
yep,
He
yep.
up with him a lot. Me and him, we keep up, and most down to earth person, And he said he was just excited to get out of it because of all the drama.
I imagine so. It's a lot of it.
They want to make everybody make fools of themselves, you know, instead
Some
of
Hey,
people like to watch that.
getting in there and letting you see the cars and stuff is what it should be about,
yeah,
you know.
Them likes and them clicks is what it's about. So
all that
is it?
money.
Is it? Yeah, that's all of yeah.
Oh gosh, he went
A
away.
lot. They made a lot of it.
He's back now.
We yeah, it's glitching. It's good on our. I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to be. I don't know. Yeah, I got.
We just got
I'm watching on
got
the live, so
oh, they're out.
I don't know. So who you got
Back
anybody
on.
you look up to outrun when you go
Well, at
racing?
least you might have to put it down.
Is it raining out there?
It just
It's
started
raining here.
flooding.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
We supposed to have
I
rain
think they call it.
for the next 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I think they calling it for here the next week or two too. Also,
We made that mud hole.
so
Well,
yeah, I got something to fix that.
it's getting close to Twitties. It's
I
got
think,
to rain. Anytime it gets close to Twitties, it rains for like a week and a half. So hopefully he's got it pumped out because last thing I saw it was to the top, right? BT on
yeah,
Facebook.
that's what I told them boys at work. Got a trucks, man. Y'all better have that thing dried in for Twitties. They call for rain all week. Woo.
That's something. Have y'all been to Twitties yet? Do a trucks gone wild?
Uh,
No,
I I went to years ago when Maddie hadn't even started racing yet. I went to they had a trucks gone wild up there at Phoenix City, Alabama, and they had a thing up there one time when the trucks gone wild up there. But that was pretty fun because it was like I want to say about maybe like 150 acre park, and
Yeah.
they had the big mud holes for the big truck. They had a some they probably had a what like y'all have called a mud hole. You know, you track, and then everything else you could ride your four. And they had big trails and all in the woods. You could ride your four wheelers in the trails and all. And they had a big flat deck out there and had a concert at night. So I mean, yeah, it was showing up party.
Oh,
Big
they
part.
like the party now.
Yeah. Well, Twitties is kind of different, I guess, because it's the end of the year. It's more a big race and cookout and bonfire, right, BT?
Yep.
It's not the it's not the naked girls everywhere, people drinking, partying. You know what I mean? It's more of a they don't do that there. It's awesome race, mega truck race. It's a good
You,
time.
you got a howdy from Moody Blues. Arnold Baldwin. I don't know. Rhett might know. He's a fan.
I don't.
me neither.
Pretty
I
boo.
guess he's tuned in though. We got that crick and that like. So
If I'm
Matt, is there
supposed to know
anybody?
you, my apologies.
So Matt,
Oh,
is
hit
there
that
anybody
high
you
button
strive
again.
to? Yeah. Is is there is there a certain racer? Oh, they gone. Oh,
Oh,
must be the raining signal there or something. I don't know. Maybe they'll kick back up.
it is doing it over there. I could hear it.
Yeah. So what's been going on, man? You been working on the puff or what? Ready to do some testing on that thing? Get it ready?
Oh, need to figure out how I can get it some air if I dry it in. Poor thing,
It's-
it don't want to breathe. It's got a asthma problem.
Oh, that's a Sinister Six fellas, Mr. Baldwin. That's up from north of us there. Tuning
Sinister
in and
Six,
watching
they've
us.
been having a good time. I think they've already had 3 races this season.
Yeah, man. They coming for that big race in Orangeburg with the team deal in what, July maybe? Is it July?
Yeah, July, like I want to say the 15th,
18th?
18th or
Yeah,
something.
something like that. Yeah.
That's going to be a good time.
Yeah. They back. I don't know if she can see us here, so we'll see. I see them trying to get on here. But that's gonna be a big. I see them stacking up some teams. I see some people putting some new motors in some trucks for next weekend, man.
I
There we
saw
go.
some big intakes, some
I
big
saw that.
intakes on Facebook.
I guess
Did you?
them Fords got to have them new intakes.
The man said them Fords got to have them big intakes.
That's right. Y'all back. Got us back again.
Yes.
We're back in and out with this weather out here.
David Hewlett
BT,
wants to know, wish he knew where he was in points. You ain't in first no more.
I thought you were going to let David Hewlett be the official points guy. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
I ain't heard no more about that.
Come on, send him. Do it up, BT. Get the points out. BT is not in first, I don't believe.
I think it's a tie. He don't know. It'll be all right.
So
We
he keeps trying to ask you, Maddie, who do you want to or try to outrun when you show up at the track? Is there anybody that you kind of gun for?
Uh,
Who's your huckleberry, I guess, right?
it don't matter as long, if you're talking snack. If you talk snack to me, I'm gonna talk it back and then we're gonna go run. But other than that, I don't have no nothing like that. I don't have nobody I need to beat.
Yep. I wish I was like that. There's
yeah, me
certain
too.
we pull up and I see BT, I see Willis or somebody over there. I'm like, I can name a few that I'd like to get a hold of.
Yeah, me too. I could too.
Or they might like get a hold of me, one or the other.
That's all good.
It's fun though to have, certain people you go like you said to your friend that you race with. You'll probably try to when you're running consistency. It's a big who gets a closer time.
Me and Lily, we've only ran each other I think like twice in the like 4 years that we've known each other. We've always just looked up and never drew each other, never ran each other, and we finally did. I don't know what
Yeah, I
uh
was.
end of last year, like maybe December somewhere in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's good. Well, I guess you strive to be like your daddy over there. Some of his old school racing days, eh? It's kind of like your gold mark, I guess you say.
Yeah, maybe. I just like going fast.
He just wants to go fast.
So, what's the fastest that you've been? Do you know your fast mile per hour or fastest elapsed time on a track?
258 at
258
Casita.
in the Buckaloo track.
Pretty
They
quick.
they didn't want to let me run. We had called the owner and then also spoken with the owner's wife. One said that I could run with a waiver. One said I couldn't run. We showed up to the race, signed the waiver, got in the car. Owner came up. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? We said you're too young to race. Said I needed more seat time. You can't get seat time without being in the seat.
Yep.
And then the kicker was maybe they can still hear us.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I ran both my passes. One didn't get a time, so then I had to run again. So, wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can hear you.
we can hear
They
you.
might be gone.
They disappeared.
Y'all
That
good. You still good. I don't know what they got going on.
rain keeps getting them.
I guess he's clicking out and clicking on. I can still see him. Oh, I don't know what they got going on over there.
258. That's about a second faster than BT's ever been.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Right?
That's pretty
Rolling.
quick, man, for that truck they got. I mean, it's a, I guess you
Heck,
call it a rail, maybe.
yeah, I believe it's a rail, considered a
Yeah,
rail with a Bronco body.
pretty good little racing. Yellow, pretty good looking little rig.
Big block
Fast.
Chevrolet. That's how you make a Ford
Yeah,
fast.
make a Ford fast with a big block Chevrolet in it. That's what I hear.
Or you get
Yeah,
one of them mega intakes like we seen on Facebook.
yeah, man. I see them posting them intakes. I see somebody putting the intake on.
I
So
bet I could fit my fist in that intake. You think it'll do something though? That's what's to be determined, right?
yeah. Oh, JB says that's BS.
What the big old intakes?
I guess a Ford. You got to put a Chevrolet in a Ford motor. Can you hear us now?
We back in. We're in the sticks. It just ain't wanting to work.
It's okay. We could hear you the whole time till you actually clicked off.
Yeah, you
So
was on it the whole time. So
yeah, we could see
While
you
I'm looking,
hit the little button. Pretty funny
I wonder if they can hear us.
yeah, you was working. It was going through. I don't know what the deal is.
and unfiltered, right?
Yep, that's why we do it live, man. Get some action in there. It makes it good family friendly show. So you got any ideas? Any you want to upgrade, get you a different ride, or go bigger or something? Try something new with the
Uh, we could always go bigger in the motor wise. That's never a question. That's always just a given right there. We talked about for a little bit, like We've got a rear engine rail sitting in the shop that we haven't really done nothing with. We've got Dad's old green truck that's sitting in the yard.
Y'all would like that one in the bog hole.
Y'all would like that one. He used to run it through the bog hole. Uh, and then we talked about doing something like for up north, like more of a sand drag, because that's what they do up north. We got too many projects.
Oh
Yep,
yeah.
like the rest of us. And it's a continual, tinkering with the one you're racing, right? Because I'm sure you're always changing, making changes and adjustments.
More of like breaking stuff and fixing stuff.
Yeah, that happens a lot, don't it?
You ain't
I had a
kidding.
tendency of breaking it in the shop this year, so
Well, her car, a lot of that stuff. Uh, Granted, I tell that stuff comes out of the back of her car's chain drive, and it was all homemade. And I was hoping maybe I would. See, that's my downfall on her car because I don't want to let her get too long 'cause I'm scared it's gonna come. I mean, the chain drive in there
yeah,
it's triple 60, but it's hard to work on and underneath there. I swap it out, upgrade newer stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not homemade, and I can let her turn it
yeah.
loose and let's find out what's weak next instead of you know worried about.
No.
I'd like to
Yeah,
upgrade.
yeah.
Like to,
It's scary too. You break that thing under your butt or wherever it is a couple times, and that'll make you think, won't it?
well, it's pretty safe. Uh,
We've got loops and
she's got
everywhere.
she under the whole. It's got to come through the main frame to get to her, and then I got a quarter-inch
Hmm.
plate on top of all that, so it's coming through
Oh
there.
yeah.
But I just time to upgrade. There's not enough room to work, and it's got a long power glide. I think I could do a lot with it if I put a shorty in it. No tail housing.
Yeah.
That would help me get a lot of room in there.
Rick Giddens said he'll see y'all in Cobb Town.
See you there.
She'll be there giving you a race, Rick. She said she'll race your heads up.
There you go.
Don't be starting
Rick.
nothing big.
That sounds like a good race.
That's right. DOT truck. You
That's a good race.
gonna give Rick the hit?
Don't do handouts.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Oh dear.
that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all got a
So
side.
what
Y'all, I originally call it flat track. Y'all flat track. Y'all got two lanes, two up there, or just one?
ours is side by side, both a guardrail down between it, side by side. Fastest flat track in South Carolina. It's we moved the start line back, so we got plenty of stopping room. So off that new tree, y'all to come on down and try it. July the 12th, I think it is.
What do y'all do on y'all flat track as far as y'all do bracket or consistency or do all
We
of it?
run, we do all of we hadn't worked out the bracket deal yet because we still got to work on the getting the tree to figure out the tree. But we run time, uh, tire class, and a consistency class. That consistency gets pretty big, so they like that. So and an
I,
outlaw class and all that. So
I think the bracket's gonna be even bigger once you can get it figured
yeah,
out.
When you start airing out that you've got bracket classes, people from probably up north will stop or start coming down some because they are big in that bracket racing up there.
And,
That's their stuff. That's what they do.
and her buddy that she made friends with up there, they've had what 5 races in a row every weekend now.
Yeah, they've got their race
dang,
is insane in Indiana. It is. I wish I could just explain. He's got a race like every weekend. He might have one weekend free a month, but their season doesn't go all out like ours does because it gets colder up there. A lot.
yeah,
Cause see, our last race this last year was in December, and we started back in February.
yeah. It's about around here too.
Yeah,
It gets cold up there though. They be snowed in.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got snow. We got snow for the first time in years down here, and we didn't know what to do.
go play in it, right?
I put on
So
my
I'll,
side in it. I wasn't getting wet.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go off kilter here and ask you a question. Didn't you say you a turkey hunter too?
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
and wild turkeys in here in the pen that I hatched because he hit the mama. Well, he didn't kill her, but she wasn't gonna come back to the nest on the hay cutter.
Oh yeah,
So I've got 6 turkeys now.
there you go. Yeah, I like
So
that turkey hunt. I just can't
y'all
talk
have to
about it
y'all
too
play
much on here.
peekaboo.
We get fussed at.
Just drop a pin, right?
Yep, just drop a pin. Ain't that's the word? Just drop a pin. I get in trouble for talking about turkey hunts. We can't talk about turkey hunting too much. So we go back to mud racing.
Little monkey's gonna get on you now. He give you a spanking.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess the next race for you would be Twitty's, right, Rhett?
Twitties, hopefully.
And y'all say it'd be Cobbtown for you, Maddie?
No, the Rays.
We're gonna go back.
We're gonna go
We're
back
gonna go
to
back to Mr. Ray's. It was our local track now.
our local track that's in Florida. It's called
Tri-State.
Tri-State Off
Off-road
Road. It's in Clarksville, Florida, and they're racing the 14th.
14.
14th. So then the next weekend we'll have Cobbtown after that, and then as soon as I get back from Cobbtown on that Sunday night, I leave out Tuesday to go to Indiana to race.
Oh, okay.
Busy.
She got it lined up. Tell you, boy, it's like Dale Jr. She said.
That's right. Kyle Larson's what I'm gonna call her, right? That's the new
Kyle Larson.
drives everything.
I want to be like Cletus McFarland.
There you go.
I don't even know who y'all talking about. I ain't no roundy round driver.
I sticks every now and then find out who he is.
Yeah. When Earnhardt and them quit wrecking, they let them quit wrecking each other. I quit watching. They don't let them race no more.
When they quit drinking before they started racing, BT's out.
Yep, I'm out. I'm out. Good racing like that, man. We gonna build us a race around track and race them mud trucks. That'll be the next thing they try down here.
We need to go do that water racing. They do that kind of near y'all, right? Isn't that Alabama, where they do the circle track with the water?
That was
Oh,
where
like
we
the
bought the
Mississippi.
motor from them guys down there.
yeah, they do not too far from a local track,
So
but they do it pretty close,
it's about
decent.
about an hour and a half, about an hour and a
Yeah.
half ride. I hadn't been. I wanted to go, but they got regular size truck you talking about with the tractor do that red loop. Yeah,
Yeah.
Man, I would love to take the Gray Babe down.
I bet you would like to take the grape bait down in all that water. That thing, bro, I'd like to try it, but not with my truck.
And take the Cheeto.
The
That's
cheese
right.
puff, he just said he's got it dried in, so we ought to be good.
See if it'll swim, huh?
I don't know, man. I gotta go do some test hits on mine. Last time the purple truck was out, Daddy and them had something screwed up. It won't turn but 3,800 RPM. So
Man,
ain't
that sounds like me.
got
Now
chip.
they
Why?
You got the chip in the wrong spot.
yeah, they had them backwards. They did. We put a new box in it, a new one of them new high dollar high. We trying to upgrade. We still racing in the 70s. You know what I mean?
BT was going to shift at 9 grand and have the rev limiter at 3,800.
It never made it. Never made it. I'm surprised they drove it. Most times you won't even put it on the trailer when I ain't here, but hey, it
Y'all race
works.
every week up there every other weekend. Is that what y'all do, or y'all flip flop it back from the flat track to the bog hole, or
Most time we flip flop it. Most time during our biggest crowds. Are you talking about the series or just the track?
just the track in general? Like, because I was
Branchville.
trying to figure like the branch like y'all was talking about because. I got buddies that talked about wanting to go up there and run the mud hole, but I don't want to run the mud hole. But I'd rather come run the flat track.
We have all most of the time we run it. If it wasn't a series race, we run both of them.
I got
We
you.
run the flat and the mud, but we have our biggest crowds with the mud because they like to see spectator wise.
Right.
But we kind of flip flopping them. But see, it's so hard to. It's a lot of work fixing them mud holes and all that. So,
We're
but
trying to
our
we're
next,
trying to build our flat track up a little bit,
yeah,
South Carolina, because it kind
it
of
don't
died.
draw the interest.
That's why we're trying to do some of the heads up stuff to get the crowd back into it because like BT saying we have a hard time drawing spectators when we run flat, but we've been
Yeah,
working on.
it's coming around, but like I say, our next race will be on the flat track, and then the points race will be what was that, October, September, I think. That'll be back in the mud hole. So stay
But
tuned.
get,
Come on down for
get
July.
that
That's what they want.
7 hours, something like that. There.
Yeah, it's to Buckaloo. It's right at 8 from here.
Yeah, we looked at the track in Branchville and said it wouldn't be a bad drive the way it took us. It wasn't nothing crazy out,
And I think it comes straight down 20 and 178 and come on in.
It looked
I
like
made that drive.
a shot ish.
Yeah, that ain't bad. You can drive there and back in one day. I did it, but you leave at 4 o'clock and you get back home 4 o'clock the next morning. So
too
that
much.
was a long one. You
I
got
done.
sick that race, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep. I didn't make it to that one.
Yeah,
Got
you
sick.
got sick. Yep.
Chief.
That was
But yeah,
that's when Curtis forgot his door and all
door.
kind of stuff happened. And
Yep.
I think Curtis ran it and Johnny ran like 2.1 second passes and they told him there was no way and it was all kind of stuff happening.
Hell yeah. It was a good time though. I enjoyed it. Other than breaking. Didn't go but 30 foot and break, but what's up, Jason Hoskins? But yeah, y'all come on down to one of the races, man. We'll fit you in somewhere. Don't worry about that. We'll get you in, get some racing. Ain't no big deal.
Well,
You'll like it. It hooks pretty good.
most of the time they don't want to let me run since I'm a rail. Like some of the tracks, they don't want to let me in a class with the trucks because the trucks say it's unfair. And my car is heavy. My
I
car
don't know,
ain't
a two what'd you say, a 2.5? That's pretty
You,
damn quick.
you're
that.
kind of in a funny spot, I'll say,
Yeah.
because you get some of them that are like, we don't want to race rails because they think you're gonna run a 1 point.
2.0. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you kind of get
No, that's what
some of
happened.
them need, and they need to look at what they're racing against, what the truck is, and what it's capable of.
Yeah, it's like the time we went up there to Buckley. They wanted to have an outlaw class or open class
Hey.
there, but they didn't have enough to make the class. So then they come back, went to asking about the rails to come back in the class, and I said, no, I didn't want to sit there. We ain't gonna come back now.
Yeah.
And underestimated myself. I should have let them go back in there, and I should have let her race them. What I should have done.
Yeah.
I,
We done had some good tracks. You run that thing in the mud hole. It's down in the pit. You can't come out of it, so it'll be fun. Might be a little dirtier
I'd be
because they
real.
don't have no cab.
well, as long as it ain't got a pile of we just don't want a mud hole without no water, it'd be fine. But I mean, water, I don't
Yeah.
like water. I hate no water.
We
Yeah, I know. Me too.
don't get the water.
We try not to most time they have a little bit of water, but I done seen some that was slap full.
I don't,
Or
I
it
don't, I don't want no carburetors, no motors to take a drink.
no, they can't run. I done seen a bunch of them do it. I done got cussed out in my hole for doing it. And I wasn't even driving the truck, and I told him not to do it, and I still got cussed out. Well, hard
Hy-
head causes something.
Hydrolock can be a bad thing. It'll hurt your feelings.
I had one lock up at our track, that Bronco, that Blazer we had, and pulled the motor apart, and they had mud balls sitting on the damn pistons.
Ooh,
How I got there, I don't know, but it'll do it.
mud balls.
I'm serious.
I haven't really
That
super like muddy. I've just raced in some pretty rough stuff. Like, well, Patriots was muddy. It was pretty thick, but it was rough. I'm talking about there was somebody at the end of the track taking a video, and you can see my head in the whole video going like this the whole time.
It just
yeah, that truck's got pretty good length on it. It ought to drive pretty good through them.
it does. It was
It
big.
lacks the slop. It really does. It takes it well, but you could see it was so rough at that track. I'm talking, my head was like this, and I was going up and down.
You ought to sit in one of these short wheelbase Toyotas and try it.
I don't think I won't.
Scramble the egg, right, BT? I was watching that little G-force meter on my video. I was like, wow. And that was a terrible pass. I can't wait to
Yeah.
see what it does.
You,
Be like, still
you
living after that?
you use a Hans device, or you still use old neck brace or whatever?
Are you talking to us?
Yeah. You.
I don't have it. My helmet just has the bottom, like the bottom. It's my one of my helmets don't have the brace in it, but my helmet that I race with normally, it's kind of got a brace kind of built in. It's a Simpson, but we don't use a neck brace.
We ain't that fast.
Cause that's like I was when you were saying about your head. You know, I use a Hans device. I don't, you use one too. Don't you use that now? Already? You still got the neck
I
brace?
I have one, but I need to get a new helmet to attach it.
Yeah. So
You
when
know,
you put that Hans device and that thing straps on, it hooks to your helmet. Man,
It
it's a
eliminates
totally different ball game. It eliminates all that.
It'd still be bobbling at some.
you. I know you want to be Dale Earnhardt, but you don't want to be Dale Earnhardt that much, right?
Yeah, ain't no joke.
You gotta do it for the plot. You just gotta do it, man.
Yeah. God, that's pretty good. Do it for the plot.
Yep. That was pretty good at
So
Cobtown. You and your buddy invaded the
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 booth.
little tower booth. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I walked in there. I said, let's go. Let's go get on the microphone." And I said, Cody, let us get on." He said, "All right, now y'all can't say nothing bad." I said, "Come on, Cody." He just gave in. He said, "Y'all just do it, whatever."
He needs more of that because Cody's kind of all right. Next truck coming up.
yeah,
We got Jimmy Roll in the left lane. Like, come on, put some enthusiasm in it, Cody. Let's go. Wake him up. You know,
need some speak. Need some.
we're too used to Dave Renfro. I know you have to know who
Yeah,
that. If we come up and Dave Renfro, if he knows who you are, you might do something. The crowd's going to hear all about you before you even get to the starting line, and I enjoy that.
Cody, if you're on this watching, we ain't talking crap about you. But what he's saying is, you need to let me in the booth more. That's just what I'm hearing.
you
That's
might
right.
get you an announcer's job right there. That'd be a good one for you.
The announcer up there.
I
Yep.
You
I love
know.
good people over there.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
Phil. I'm sure he's watching. He'll probably love my impersonation of him.
he'll be
That's
calling.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Royal, Flame, Cody Green, Lane.
pretty good right there. That's pretty spot on.
Oh, them good fellas. He was calling me about bringing some other Jeep to a mud race when we racing the points at the house. So I don't know what he's got up his sleeve. I don't
yeah.
Hey,
think he
Yeah,
wants to run the green one in the mud.
Now, when you plan on going back to Cobbtown, so I don't go because I don't want to be no gunfire back at me.
No witness, eh?
Yeah, I don't,
Jimmy said, careful what you ask for, man. And it might put you in the booth. He
that's
might be
right.
the mouth, the voice of
hey, the
Cobbtown.
crowd will love me in the booth. Let me just tell you something. Everybody got a kick out
Heck
of it.
yeah.
Everybody thought it was.
And you get your little wireless microphones. You can walk around and interview or talk some little trash to somebody or something, you know.
That's right.
Yeah,
They done froze up on us.
we lost them again.
they'll be
Oh,
bad.
you still
Get
good. We can hear you.
It's
Must be
fine.
raining
They
again.
probably see us. They can't see them.
We can see that.
I know, but
We
we
just
Yeah,
can't
I can
see
hear y'all.
them.
Y'all
we look
still
like
chat. Up there they go.
idiots.
But,
Oh, blanked.
uh-oh.
It must have started back raining again.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
local
We still
local
there.
over there, and what they say, Alabama, and then
Yep.
we're headed to Cobbtown.
They said it's about, I think he said 4 or 5 hours. 4 hours maybe, I think he said.
Yep. We got
Good
what
little
20
trip.
weeks, right? BT. What's the date
Got,
on that? Like the
you got Twitties, the 14th. That'll be June the 14th, man. The Saturday before Father's Day. So take your dads out there racing, baby.
it'll be a good.
Father's Day weekend at Twitties. It'll be a good one.
I
Feel
heard
sure to puff.
I heard our Jeep just fire up a minute ago and drive around.
Oh, it might be there.
Twitty's trucks are on the move. I'll tell you.
Did you see the truck I had for sale?
I seen that. How much they want for it? It's
Oh
huge,
man, I got a deal on it, but the
man.
the the kicker about it is I'm trying to sell it for I guess it's my cousin, my daddy's brother. Anyway, they told me to sell it, so I posted it, told them what they wanted. Now they went to Bahamas for 3 weeks and I can't get a hold of them.
Oh shit.
So if anybody heard,
Oh,
that's what the working is.
my phone is like dying. Shit.
Rhett, you still there? Yeah, I think his phone died and y'all picked back up. Oh, he's still up there. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. His phone died, but yep.
But
I don't
no,
know
we're
what's going on.
going somewhere different. We're gonna get up that way.
Y'all come on, man. We got like I said, we got 5 tracks around here, 45 minutes from the house. Good tracks. You know, Palmetto's got a flat track. We got a flat track. Orangeburg runs a flat track. But like I say, most of them around here got big on that horseshoe deal. So I don't particularly care for it, but I enjoy it and I do it. But Addison Carter says, Maddie, I love you.
That's my best friend.
They checking you out. So you out of school now, Maddie?
Oh, you cut out again. Hold
Oh,
on.
cutting in or out. I got everybody's
Oh,
blanked
Lord.
off on me. I didn't pay the light bill or something.
Oh, goodness. Okay, you're
Rhett's
back.
dead. Yep. Can you hear me now?
Hear you now. You're back. I am out of school. I graduated on the May 20th, and I started our local community college to finish out my welding certificates the next day.
Oh, okay. That's a good
Because
deal.
I already done
Same.
a year of it while I was in school. I already did a year of the welding program, so I started back and got me a technical scholarship to pay for it. So
Heck yeah, that's good. I got a son that just graduated 2 weeks ago, I think, and he took 2 years of welding and all, was doing that shit too. He lives up in Tennessee, so that's a cool deal. Make me feel old, all y'all 18. I got one 18. Man,
you're getting old as dirt.
yeah. As long as you still having them birthdays, it's a good deal.
As long as you
When you
wake
stop
up.
having them, yeah, and when you stop having them, that's when it's over. But speaking of that, I got to get off here and eat some supper. Get
Us?
ready. I know y'all hour behind us, so it ain't but 7 o'clock over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock, but we're ready for some sketty.
Some sketty. I cooked something. Matter of fact, I cooked supper before I got on here, and the wife and the kids and all done ate. And I guess I got to go eat now and get in the bed, get in the morning. But glad y'all got to come on here and got meet you.
Glad we
Hopefully,
got to.
we'll see you at the next race. Check us out, everybody, and tune in to what was it? What's your YouTube channel? Roller Racing.
The Racing Rollers.
The Racing Rollers. I get it right, but the Racing Rollers, and Roller's your last name, right?
Yes, sir.
Roller. Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty catchy. That's pretty good last name for that. Yeah. But check them out on Facebook, on YouTube. Check them out and like them. See her videos. She might be the next Logan Paul of mud racing or something. You don't know. But glad we got to have y'all on here. Appreciate talking with you, and we'll do it again next time, some other time.
We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. Thanks for having us.
Yep, anytime, and good luck with you. I guess Cobbtown or Florida, wherever you go in your next race. Hope you win. If you need something, holler at us, and we'll help you out all we can.
Well,
Thank you.
hopefully we'll see y'all soon too.
Hope so. Y'all come on down here. I guess that'd be east, south, west, whatever it is. East, west, east, south, southeast, north, east, something like that.
What
Whatever.
way?
You up.
Yeah, y'all got to come up to see us. We got to go down.
That's right.
All right. It was good talking to you. Y'all have a good time. We'll see you next time. Thank you. All
See
right.
you.
Well, that was it. Good time with the roller racing crew there out of Alabama. Maddie and Mr. Matthew. Good deal. Good racings. We'll see them in Cobbtown next time. So check her out on YouTube. I don't know what happened to Red. I guess Red kicked us out. I guess we'll be back on here next week. Try to have Mr. Twitty on here for he kicks his season opener off next weekend at the 14th, July the 14th at Cobbtown. I mean, not Cobbtown, at Twitty's City will be open, grand open. We'll probably get him and Dave on here, let them chat up their race. But until next time, I'm gonna give a shout out to our sponsors here. Our title sponsor, Mr. Johnny Martin Jr. Well Drilling, our for our title sponsor again this year. And all our class sponsors, we got Fannin ABC, Palmetto Mudway, Redline Carts, George Farms. And all our 2025 belt sponsors, we got Automatic Fire Systems of Augusta, Industrial Rubber and Supply of Augusta, Tool Brothers Incorporated, Shaky Jordan Motorsports, Southern Thunder Mud Track, Palmetto Mudway, Branchville Mudway, Muddy Addiction, and All About Mud. We appreciate it. Thank all y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully we're at Twitty. We'll talk Twitty City next week. Till then, holla at us if you need something. We'll